A man named Seamus Colton was a construction business owner living in the Boston area, married to an American citizen, and actively going through the legal process to obtain a green card when ICE detained him on September 9, 2025. And according to CBS News, he had a valid U.S. work permit tied to the green card application at the time he was detained. Yet he was taken into custody anyway and eventually transferred to an ICE detention facility at Camp East, Montana, inside Fort Bliss, Texas. And what he describes happening inside is not mind-blowing, not shocking, but it's insane. Now, in interviews with Irish media and U.S. outlets, Colton said the facility is made up of temporary tent structures crowded with dozens of detainees living together in harsh conditions. He said there are about 70 men in his section alone. He says detainees receive very small meals, kid-sized meals, leaving people constantly hungry. He describes bathrooms and showers as filthy and rarely cleaned, and said sickness spreads easily. And according to Boston.com and the Irish Times, he told reporters in quotes, "It's like a modern-day concentration camp. We've got no human rights down here. People are starving, people are sick, it's hell on earth," end quote. He says he has received almost no sunlight, only a few hours outside across several months, and spends most days lying on a bed with little to do while anxiety and depression spread among detainees. And his lawyer says that when she finally saw him in person, he appeared jaundiced and had lost significant amount of weight. Colton has also said he fears for his life and described the experience as both psychological and physical torture, pleading publicly for help to get out. This is weird, because now the Department of Homeland Security strongly disputes his claims. Officials told CBS News that ICE facilities maintain detention standards higher than many U.S. prisons and said his description of conditions is false. They also argue that although he had a work permit, that does not equal legal immigration status, and say he received due process after overstaying a visa years earlier. But what do you guys think about all this?
The best way I could describe it is probably like a modern-day concentration camp. It's a bunch of temporary tents. There's probably room for 1,000 detainees in each tent. I believe there's like 5 tents. I've been locked in the same room now for 4.5 months. I've had barely any outside time, no fresh air, no sunshine. I could probably count on both hands the amount of times I've been outside. So just locked